Hello and welcome back to Planet Coaster! Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be part 3 of our career mode Let's Play in the Planet Coaster beta. And today we have some research to look into, so if we just head up here, we have a research project ready to be revealed. Let's reveal it and see what we got. We got the Whirly Rig. Oh no, that is fitting for a pirate park if I ever did see one. Let's go ahead and research a... Let's see, first aid, specially abnormal, stirred with a spoon. Let's go for a facility and see what we get there. We could start more. We could absolutely start more. We're doing 100 per month on this. Let's do 500. And that's going to be 15 days. Let's spend more. Let's spend like 1,000 and get it done in ooh. Hold on, what's the limit on this? 500 is the limit. Okay, so 500 on that. Let's start some research for a family ride. And let's go up to, what can we go to, 1,500? So let's go to 1,500 on this one, so it doesn't take too long, so 30 days on that one. Alright, not bad. So what is that? I can increase the money there. If we look at marketing, we're currently doing some late night talk shows, we've got some viral videos. Good, good, good. The park is going super, super well. Notifications, new research project available. I think that was the stirred with a spoon one, so that's fine. Looking at the objectives for the time being, we do still need to... Oh, we've actually got over 1,100 guests! We just need to be making $10,000 per month, so this actually isn't going to be all that difficult. And what I would like to say, and I want to get this out of the way nice and early in this episode, is what do you think of this series thus far? And I'm asking that because this will probably be the last part of this particular part of the career. In this particular park, because we will have done the hard difficulty part of it. So, do you want to see more of the career mode, or would you rather I went ahead and just started work on like Let's Build or something like that? And by Let's Build, I don't necessarily mean time-lapse based stuff. I've been considering for a while either doing it in City Skylines or doing it in Planet Coaster or like The Sims or Minecraft or something, doing a real-time Let's Build. I kind of toyed around with the idea in Minecraft maybe a month ago, where it was sort of a real-time Let's Build, and people seemed to sort of enjoy it. The biggest complaint was that it was Minecraft. So I'm considering doing it in Planet Coaster and sort of walking through my thought process over a couple of episodes and all that stuff. So, I don't know. I'm considering it, but I'm not guaranteeing. I just want to know what you guys think. You know, do you want to see more career mode? Do you want to see some real-time Let's Build stuff or whatever? I just want feedback in that regard because that'll determine whether or not we do continue with the career mode or whether we don't. Anyway, with that said, we do have a new ride that we can go ahead and place. So let's go to here and let's get the Whirly Rig, which isn't very good for excitement or fear, but it is good for nausea. It's not going to make people sick. And that's kind of important to me. And I'm thinking I might actually replace the carousel, because the carousel is currently not really getting that many people going to it. So it might be worth just replacing it and getting the Whirly Rig because it's slightly more fitting. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really make sense to get rid of a ride at the moment, although I'm noticing, like, in general, it's not really getting any love. Like, no one's really queuing up for the carousel these days. But we do sort of have this awkward space in here, so we might as well fill it with a new ride. So let's get the Whirly Rig, and it can live in here. So it's going to sort of go there. Raise it up just a little bit like that. And I think there's a good spot for it. It's also a nice cheap ride, which is also a good thing. Although, looking at it, I'm tempted to put it over here by the water, because I think that would be a beautiful little spot for it. This is such a pretty little spot over here, but I don't know how far people are necessarily going to walk for it. So maybe we'll not do that. Oh, research. What have we got? Reveal. We have the first aid facility, which is going to be super useful because people are wanting to sort of throw up at the moment. So hopefully we can stop that from being a thing. We can look into getting some more ATMs. So we'll go ahead and research that for... Let's go to $500, please. There we go. Very quickly researching the stir with the spoon thing. But let's get the entrance to the Whirly Rig then. I honestly think the entrance to this might as well just be on the front. Although that's not the... No, Maybe not. Maybe on the side there, and then the exit can be on the other side and sort of connect up to the other path. So the exit to this thing can actually go on the back. We'll throw it on the back there, just so it's out of the way. And then we'll connect to the entrance just like so. What are we going to use, though? Do we want to use the wooden one? What do we use? What did they use here? They used the concrete one, and then on this, I used the cobblestones. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to replace this with the cobblestones, because the cobblestones look pretty good. Then I'm going to replace the carousel with the cobblestones as well, because again, the cobblestones look pretty good. Then for this guy, we're going to do the same thing. So, cobblestones. And maybe we'll bring that back a little bit and sort of curve it a little, bring it out like that. Can I get it to go straight down? Pretty much to ground level, I guess. Then sort of curve it over like this. Give it a bit of a longer path, I suppose. Then curve it back a little bit. Just sort of like that. And then connect it to there. Alright, that doesn't seem so bad. I kind of like it. It does, of course, need an exit, though, so let's see what we can do. Once again, I'm going to use the cobblestones, because they're pretty much the best thing we can use. Go to the side, go straight down, and sort of connect it over this way a little bit. So go just around, then curve it back like that. Alright, so the whirly rig is pretty much good to open, so let's do that and get people on it. Which is beautiful, beautiful stuff. I would really like to get some signs as well. I feel like that might be a really good idea. Like, if we go in here to scenery and we get, like, what have we got? Props, archways. We do have these ones, like the whalebone arches, but they're a bit big, and I don't know if they necessarily are the most pleasant thing to have here, but it's very tempting to, like, throw some whalebone arches just there and then, like, put the ride sign up there. It's just they're very big. That's kind of my biggest complaint. If we look at signs, though, like if I look in signs and advertising, I guess that's not really what I'm looking for. I think it is actually in buildings. So if I go to building, custom, and wall signs, do we have the ride signs? I don't know. Miscellaneous ride signs. No, we don't. Okay, well, that's a bit of a shame. I was kind of hoping we did, but whatever. No big deal. A whole bunch of people currently using the whirly rig. That's cool to see. Let's go to research and see what we have. So start with a spoon, reveal it. What do we got? We got the teacups. That makes sense. And we got the ATM as well, which is good. So we can just research a coaster at this point. And we can spend up to 3,000 researching the coaster. So 45 days for that. No big deal. Marketing is going all right. We could start a new marketing campaign if we wanted to. We could do late night talk shows. Let's do one for families. And let's not auto-renew it either. So there we go. Hopefully that's going to do well. Whirly rig is looking to be fairly popular. And I realize what I need to do is, of course, go ahead and detail underneath the whirly rig a little bit. So let me just get the stone around the sides a little bit. Maybe a bit of a bigger brush would be a better idea. Monthly earnings are not great, I will say. Monthly earnings could be better. But, they'll get there. They'll absolutely get there. Bring the brush size down a little bit. And, bring some stone sort of down the pathway a little bit too. So just around like that. There we go. So filling in all that space seems pretty good. We'll do the same over on this side too. Just like so. And along there too. Alright, so that seems good. We just need to get the sand or the dirt, whatever we decide to use. I'm sort of thinking a bit of a mix, as we have done in a couple of places. So a bit of dirt, a bit of sand here and there. That's looking pretty good to me. So just head over here, get some dirt on there. Get a little bit of sand into, just to brighten it up. And then, of course, the grass. So we go in with the grass and just feather everything nicely together. And I like it. I love doing this kind of detailing. I've always, I think it was The Sims is like the first game I did this kind of detailing in with like terrain paints. I've always really just liked painting in general. I've always wanted to get into like digital painting. But I've just never done it and I don't have the time. And this is going to sound like such a first world problem, but like, don't get me wrong. This job, like, if you don't know at all, like if you don't know how this website works, basically YouTube is my job. And I'm so grateful for that. Like 2016 has been a remarkable, life-changing, incredible year I realized that ride wasn't bloody open. That's me problem. Yeah, it's been this life-changing, the most incredible year, but it takes up a lot of time. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I knew it took up a lot of time because it's not like I just decided one day to go and get a job making YouTube videos. I was doing this for years before it was my job. But it's just like, it's kind of like anything. Like, it takes over your life to some degree. Like, you don't have as much free time to do this and that because you're working, you know? It's like you get a job, you have responsibilities, you need to do the job. And that's kind of the same with this. It's like, hey, I've got Planet Coaster to play, or I've got this to play. It's, you know, it's one of those things. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing that you sort of have to get used to, I guess. By that, I mean, I just don't have the time to necessarily go and learn how to digitally draw. That's the point I'm trying to make there. I don't have the time to become a graphics artist. So, you know, that's the moral of that story. Job of my dreams, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love that I can do this as a job. Just takes up a lot of time. Heck of a lot of time. And then, you know, of course you're going to get the occasional person that's like, you just play video games for a living. It's not like it's hard. It's like, yeah, well, you try, you know, barely sleeping and, you know, commentating for 6-7 hours a day. It's not the easiest thing. It's not the hardest thing, you know. I'm not a firefighter. I'm not in the military or anything. It's just, you know, the point of the story, you might have realized, is that I'm not going to become a graphics artist anytime soon. All right, that's what we were getting at there with that story, and I thought it was a good one, but you might not have. Anyway, what we're doing at the moment, you might have noticed, is going ahead and doing a thing that we did. Was it like the first part of this Let's Play? We put the bits of wood around the carousel. That's basically what we're doing here. Just doing that to get a bit of detail at the front of the carousel to make it look a bit more interesting. Still very tempted to do it to the back of the carousel. I might actually try going ahead and, like, duplicating them. I don't know if I can. That's kind of a shame. I was really hoping I could, like, select multiple ones of these, but I guess not. I guess what I'll do is sort of bring them over here and bring them around. Do I want to do the back of this? Not really. I really don't want to do the back of this at all. So let's just redo and put that back on there. Then what I'll do is go to scenery and... Ooh, these are interesting. I forgot these were even here. I could technically put one of those in front of the ride. Be interesting looking, but I'll not bother. What I'm thinking is if I put a little bit of nature just in front of this, it sort of hides the base of the bits of wood. Which is good, because it means I don't have to do as much detailing around here necessarily as I would have. So, just put a bunch of those in there like that. Get one of the short palm trees in there as well, just to make it look kind of interesting. And what we can even do is like get a couple of rocks in there, like this. Oh, I'm losing money. I'm not doing well with the money thing. But get a couple of rocks in there, just sort of like that. Get a bigger one, just sort of off to the side there. And get one just like there as well. The Rocktopus is broken down. Oh dear. Let's view the ride. Let's, so what do we do? What are we going to do? Maintenance. Refurbishment. Sure. Let's refurbish the thing. There's people stuck on the ride, aren't there? Yeah, you guys aren't having the best time. Oh, there's the mechanic doing his thing. Good. So the Rocktopus should be up and working again fairly soon. Good. All right. I want to get back to detailing this just real quick because I have this idea in my head for what I want to do here. And basically what I'm thinking is if I get like a bunch of rocks in here, sort of like that, I guess. I kind of want to put a pirate animatronic in here. Just back there. And he can be like shooting over there. And sort of like ducking down behind the rock. That's kind of what I'm going for. Like he's ducking down behind the rock for cover. And over by the tree, I'm thinking I put like a red coat. Who can sort of be shooting back. And I think that looks kind of cool. It's just a little small fight going on there. Much like the one we have between the two rooftops there. I just think, like, carrying this theme through the park of, like, the pirates and the redcoats sort of fighting is just really cool. I could add an exploding wooden barrel, which I think I might do. Because if I slow the game, if I slow down time, you sort of, like, you know, the barrel obviously has to repair and stuff, but it blows up from time to time. It just adds a cool effect. Maybe I won't, actually. Maybe what I'll do is just add a few more little details here and there. Now, this is... Oh, that's the chain of lanterns, but without the thing on it. The pillars. Let's not align you to the surface, because that seems kind of silly. But I do want to get these in there. Because those are really nice. I kind of want to get them over there as well. Yeah, I really like this little area. It's really nice. We could get like whalebone arches in there as well if I wanted to. Not that I necessarily want to. They're just kind of cool. We obviously have the big nautical archway as well. What else have we got though? If we look at like statues, we have those too. But I feel like nature is probably the best thing to use to detail this area. So let's just get a few more rocks in here. Just about the place. To just add to the little scene that we have going on here. Which I'm really enjoying, actually. Let's see. Short palm 2. Let's just get that in there as well. To just sort of throw it back there, I think. So that guy's nicely in cover. The redcoat, not so much. So... I mean, for one, I want to add maybe a couple of benches along here. So people could, in theory, sit and watch. Not that they're gonna, but they could. We'll add some bins just in there as well. And then I want to get some, let's see. I don't really care for the art shapes. These are cool. I really like them, but they're not really what I'm looking for here. I do think getting... what have we got? What is this? That explosion's way too big. What about we look for not a flamethrower, something like just a small bit of smoke, little tiny bit of smoke. That seems pretty good. So a little bit of smoke just rising up from there is or dry ice. Wasn't that a thing? There is a dry ice thing, right? I'm almost certain I hovered over it a second ago. Yeah. So dry ice. Falling dry ice. That's really eerie looking. But I like it. So let me just throw a thing of dry ice there. So he's sort of all, you know, evil looking. And we could throw an explosion between them. I don't think we will. I think what we really need between them is just like some actual like barrels and stuff. So this guy's in cover over here. So I'll throw one of those in the corner just for a bit of decoration. And I could throw a campsite in there. I don't think I will. I could throw cargo in, but the cargo's way too big. Or is it? Yeah, the cargo's way too big. Cargo's definitely way too big, unless I sort of move it and move the radcoat around a little bit. Which I don't think I want to do. We could add the fruit cargo. Which I think I will do, actually, because it's kind of nice. But maybe like that. So the park patrons can actually see what's in there. And I could also add a... what else have we got? What else have we got in here? We have other barrels too, so I'll just throw like one of those back there. And throw a spare barrel just sort of there too. And maybe there. So there we go. Those guys can be fighting. The... oh, the kind of fog around him looks really cool, actually. It really does. There's one last little thing I'm curious about, though. Is there like a... There's obviously the sparks. And the sparks are pretty cool. But I'm curious to see if there's like an impact thing for like a bullet hitting. That would be a really cool effect. I'm pretty sure there is like a laser. There is a laser impact. Which I like, but it's not really... it's not really a bullet impacting. Sci-fi explosions are pretty cool. No, I don't think we're going to get it. That's a shame. But that's okay. I guess we do have blowing darts. What are they all about? Like, what do they look like when they fire is my question. Oh, that's actually not bad. Because what I could do, since it is just basically a puff of sort of reddish smoke, is I can rotate it like this, and I can raise it up a bit, and sort of just bring it in there. So it's kind of a hidden effect, but it will still sort of look like the barrel's been hit, I guess. I kind of like that. Maybe bring it back a little bit so it's a bit more subtle. Yeah, I like that. So it kind of just looks like the barrel's maybe been hit by a bullet. What are you pointing at? I like that little area. That's really cool. That's just a nice little detail. I think a beech tree might be an idea too. Just sort of get a beech tree over there. Maybe get a another palm tree just sort of back there a bit. Just like that. And maybe a few more of these in here too, just to make the area look a bit more overgrown, I suppose, which it probably should look. Oh, I really like that. I really like that little area. It just needs painted too, though. So let's just do some sand for the area around the pirate. Just like that. Oh, I really do like that. I'm so pleased. Let me make the sand a bit more dirty looking there too. Alright, so that's perfect. That's just a nice little bit of decoration in front of the carousel. So people coming in just immediately get greeted by the red coat and the pirate fighting. That's pretty cool. Alright, so how are we doing in terms of money? Having a look at notifications, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. We do have research to look into, if I'm not mistaken. So we have, what exactly? The Looney Tunes coaster. And then more coasters to look into as well. So let's spend 3,000 on that one too. Then in terms of marketing, I feel like we can afford to lose some money in marketing right now. Although that said, we could look into... We could look into attracting more families, but fewer teenagers. Viral videos, I assume, is for teenagers. So let's go for more families. No, let's go for more adults, but fewer families, I guess. Let's look into that. We'll auto-renew it. And we can only run 2 campaigns at any one time. So we'll see if that maybe helps. That's only costing us 2,000 a month to do that particular set of campaigns. So that's no big deal. What else? So we got the... What was it we got? We got the first aid place and ATMs as well. Yeah. So pirate first aid thing kind of looks like that. Which is pretty neat, actually. That is pretty cool. Looking at food shops. What is the pirate? The pirate, what is it? Where's the pirate? That's like a pirated chief beef, sorta. That's really cool. That's annoyingly cool, actually. Better than anything I could do. That is a Fairy Tale Village pirate food shop. Is that a chief beef? I don't know what that is. Awesome looking, though. Really, really cool looking. I'll tell you what. We do need some kind of first aid facility just to stop people from feeling sick all the time. So, let's see if we can maybe... I guess building one into here is probably the most sensible thing to do. So, let's go to building. And let's see what exactly we can do. So we're obviously going to want some walls. And we're going to want to use the few types of wood that we have. I think I'll use the vertical ones. No, I'll use the horizontal ones because I used the vertical ones in the one next door on the toilets. So use the horizontal bits of wood. And let's see what we can do for a first aid building. So I'm thinking... I'm thinking putting I think having it at an angle is probably a good start, just so it looks a bit interesting. Bring it back a little bit, kind of like that. And then across like that. So it's going to be a bit of a bigger building, which is fine. I could very well change the grid size to 2 meters, though. Because that way I can actually have the facility sort of more inside the building than it would otherwise be. Which I think would be a good idea. So we'll do that. Let's get ourselves an archway. And what I'll do is go for perhaps we'll go for the vertical one. Since it's a kind of, it is a bit more interesting looking. And what we can actually do is take out these inner bits of wood here and here and here and here. And if I just get me some of the vertical bits of wood as well, it's gonna just look a little bit more interesting. So there we go. in there is basically where the first aid facility is going to be. That's my thinking. So what I also want to do is this. And just sort of throw this up around here. Because I want to copy something that was on one of those pre-built buildings. It was the second pirate food building that we looked at. I can't remember what exactly it was called, but it was basically the whole thing of having the, let's see if I can show... Let me see if I can just do this nice and easily. If I put those bits of wood there, and I go to wall decorations, and I grab this... now that's not currently doing what I really want it to do. Align to surface. So that's going to align to the surface like that. And like that. Then, if I was to grab... Unfortunately, it's not really in here. I'm looking for wood paneling. The piece of... Is it in columns? I'm not quite sure. But it is a type of... It's a piece of wood paneling. It's the half wood panel thing. Which is in here somewhere. Let's see, if I type in panel... Is it in... No, it's not. If I type in wood... Is it in here? I absolutely cannot for the life of me remember what it's called, but it is a type of wood paneling. It is maybe not in there. Doors and windows, no. Roofs, maybe? Yeah, there it is. So this thing, I want to try and like attach this to the front of this building, but I don't really know if it'll work. Is my my concern. So maybe what I'll try is if I select those bits and duplicate them and sort of continue them around the building like this, just a little bit, I can maybe have a framework made up of those sort of, well, frames, I guess. So if I do that, it does leave this awkward space in the corners, but what I'm thinking is if I went in and deleted those bits, we are now left with this hovering framework, but I want to then go and attach those to the building with other bits of framework. Because I just think it looks interesting. It adds sort of this weird bit of detail that the building otherwise wouldn't have, so... I mean, I guess we can see if we can actually attach this thing. I could obviously add some paneling sort of back there a bit. If I wanted to. I don't really want to though, so let's go to here, let's go to wall decorations, and we basically want to grab this. So, it would sort of live there. Oh, how am I going to do this? This is going to be really interesting. So rotate it to be like that way. And then lower it, so it sort of attaches there. That's one way of doing it, I suppose. Because it does definitely attach. Doing it up there is another way we could do it. I'm not really sure what the best way to do this is. I'm not really sure at all. I just really want it to work because I think it's a really cool design. I just don't know what way to make it work. Let's see, can I connect them together like this? I guess that kind of works if I bring the corners together. Yeah. Let's just do that and then slide this along that way. And sort of connect up those bits. Then can I duplicate those? No, not really. Okay, that's fine. So this totally works. We can bring these corners together. We can, that's the entire building. I want to edit specifically this bit. So yeah, those can be brought together really nicely and really simply as well. Just sort of like that. And down at the other end too. And that connects the those bits. Obviously need to do the bits on the other sides as well, but this is all going to be nicely masked, and you'll not see it once I actually get the roof on there, which is going to be an interesting thing to do, because I haven't actually decided what way the roof is going to work. So that's going to be fun. But let's just focus on getting the framework attached to the building to begin with. And this is kind of what I mean, by the way, when I say I'm thinking about doing like real-time Let's Build. Sort of like this, just with more explanation into what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. In this particular situation, I'm just doing this because I think it looks kind of cool. With a real-time Let's Build, it'll be like, hey, I'm doing this because I want to create this kind of end goal, and this is my idea, and blah, blah, blah. With this, it's just, this kind of looks cool to me. So, and don't, you know, to be fair, that would probably be a fair part of the Let's Build as well. It's like, hey, this looks kind of cool, but, you know, it's one of those things I'm just thinking about. So let's go ahead and attach some panels to the top of this building. And you can sort of see there, like, that actually looks kind of interesting. It's a bit different, it's a bit strange, but it does actually attach to the building in a few ways, which I'm really liking. So that's an interesting looking frame. And I think it's good. We do need to figure out what kind of roof to put on this. To be honest, that's actually a really nice... That's a really nice bit of roof. We could just go with the wood tiles. We could absolutely just go with some wood tiles, but it seems a little bit neat, to be honest. It seems a little bit too welcoming, I guess, is maybe the word I'm looking for. Especially for like a pirate park. This more shallow one, it's kind of all right. I like the shallow one, but it's a bit weird. Maybe we will. Oh, that's a medium one. That's a bit better. So we'll go for this one. Not quite as steep, but certainly works. Let's get ourselves some walls and see what we can do. I think we'll just go for the horizontal paneling for these bits of wall. Seems like the best bet. That's horizontal paneling, so that's the height I'm looking for there, I think. Let's bring it up and see. Yeah. Alright. So they just slot into those bits. And that's pretty much going to be the building, I guess. Are there any little bits for the sides of the wood roof? I've no idea. Because I know on that style of roof you can do that. And that looks... Oh, wait a minute. What? Oh, it goes on that side, doesn't it? I have no idea, actually, what side that goes on. No idea at all. But does that kind of thing exist for the wooden roof, is my question. I don't think it does. That's fine. No big deal at all. Let's just throw that on to... Oh, let's not throw it on there, actually. Because it doesn't really work, does it? We could add this overhang here. But I think I might just add it to the side. Seems like a better idea. So add it to the sides there. And I like it. I think it's a really weird but kind of interesting looking building. As for windows, I mean, we need something kind of like that, I guess. Do you want a couple of those? I feel like maybe I want a couple of those. Let's see. If I shift it to the side and then just duplicate and put another one sort of there. Yeah. I like that. Let's duplicate those to two of those and copy the selection, put them there. It's a bit interesting looking, I suppose. As for this side, we'll get some more windows, but we'll go for like smaller ones, I suppose. So maybe not those ones, maybe just go for two of those instead. More spread apart, and on this side we'll do the same thing, then the back of the building's just going to be something else. Alright, I really like this building. I really do. Let's get the first aid facility and throw it in there. So it's going to go there. Oh, can it not? Oh, it can. It can go there. So it's just going to go there. So there we go. We have a first aid facility. And it looks pretty cool. Question is there a sign for it? Tell me there's a sign for it. Not topiary. Nope. It is in props. Signs and advertising. Is it in building? Wall signs, facility signs. No, not really. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, we'll go for this sign then. We'll just throw this up here. Even though it's a little bit, it's not really first aid, but if you're feeling like this, go here. It's basically the idea. That's kind of what you should do. If you feel like death, go here. Let's also get a light up there, perhaps. So, where can we put this? I guess I'll put it there. Oh, where can I put a light on this? Let's get one on, like, the side of the building. Oh, actually, you know what? I kind of like that little spot for it. It's kind of interesting looking. There's no real outward way of telling that this is a first aid building, but I guess it's fine. It fills in a space. It looks kind of cool. Let's just focus on making the terrain look right then. So obviously we need to rough up the terrain around it a little bit. Make it look like the terrain hasn't been all that well kept around the building, which it wouldn't necessarily have been, so that's completely fine. We'll get some dirt in there as well. Just like so. And a bit of dirt around there. And then the grass again. So just feather everything out real nicely, like so. Alright, so that looks fine to me. Obviously gonna need to get some scenery. But we'll go for a nice palm tree just in front, I think. Sort of like that. We'll get ourselves some of this stuff done here as well. And just on that side too. And around the back a little bit as well. Alright, I like this. I'm actually really happy with this. We're still not quite done with the objective, because I'm apparently not very good at it. But we're definitely getting there. Let's just add a small one of those, like there. And that'll do. Okay, so where are we with this objective? Monthly profit is not good. Monthly profit, really, really not good. I'm gonna try and up the price of the roller coaster. I think that could be an idea. Roller coaster's currently $20. Let's go for $25. Let's see if people will pay $25 for the coaster. And let's see if people will pay an admission fee to the park as well, if they're not already paying one. Which I don't think they are. So the park currently is free. Let's do $1 and $1.50 for families. And let's see if people are actually going to pay that. Which I think they are. Ticket sales, life, yeah, people are paying for tickets. People are definitely paying for tickets. So that's fine by me. Actually, maybe we'll do like, yeah, $1.50 for families is fine. So people are paying for tickets. That might annoy some people, but they're going to have to deal with it. That's going to help me make a bit more money per month. I don't think people are walking away from the coaster at the moment. Doesn't look like it. Oh, more research. What have we got? A classic fright. We got the monster. Ooh. Do I want to build another roller coaster? I'm not very good at building roller coasters. I'm actually very, very bad at building roller coasters. So I don't know if that's a thing I want to do. I might have to, though. I'll tell you what I could also do. Is I could go to facilities, I could go to all, and I could place an ATM. An ATM seems like it might be a good thing to have, to be honest. I don't know if I want to put it there, though. Obviously, it does need to be connected to... It does need to be connected to a pathway. So I don't know, where would I want to put this? What does the other one look like? The other one is just, yeah, it's just on that wall. So the other one's not... Oh, hold on a minute. Let me get rid of these. Why can't I can't... I want to select the building, and I want to delete the toilet. I can't delete the toilet. Okay. The toilets there can stay. That's fine. Let's see. Where can I put another ATM? What about over here? I don't know. I kind of think having an ATM in this area makes sense. Since, you know, there's the two shops there. So delete that. And let's go to shops and facilities. Let's get an ATM. Let's sort of throw it there. And I'll build around it in just a second. I need to delete that tree for a second. Probably should have just moved it, but whatever. I will duplicate that one and just put it in there. So sort of there. And that's fine. So this ATM is actually getting use, which is great news. Let's select the building and edit the building. And let's see what we can do to make the ATM look kind of nice. So what I'm thinking is we get one of these around it. Just sort of like that one. And then behind it, we throw just a bit of wall. So we'll go for... We could go classic brick. I think classic brick's maybe a bit much. We could go for this wood. We could go for painted wood. Although the painted wood is vertical as well, which is kind of a pro... Oh, we do have horizontal painted wood. Yeah, let's go for the painted wood. It's kind of nice. I kind of like it. Then for the rest of the building, I'm thinking just sort of that stuff. Just make it a bit of a box, really. Doesn't need to be too fancy. Just needs to look kind of interesting. Then if we head down to the bottom of the roof sections, we can get one of those on top. Which doesn't look so bad to me. Oh, look at the monthly profits. We are so close there. So close to making some good money. Let me change this up a little bit. Let me change the grid size for a second to 2 meters. Let me move that bit just in there. Let me move the ATM just in there. And let me move that just in there. So the ATM is now sheltered, which is pretty cool. And all we need to do is get ourselves a bit of a peak here for this. Which I think, yeah, that'll do the job. Alright, it kind of looks like an outhouse, I'll be honest. But I really like that. It's just a nice little simple box to get your money. And that's kind of all it needs to be. And I think we can just maybe add like a palm tree just there. Along with maybe a bush just sort of there. And some more of this stuff just sort of there. Alright, so that's hopefully going to encourage people to spend some money. Insanity 9 is broken down. Oh dear. Let's maybe get a mechanic out to deal with that. Unless he's on his way already. I don't think he is. Let's request refurbishment. And hope that the mechanic can get here nice and quickly. Where is he? There he is. There's the... What's his name? Reginald Aaron. Can you be trained? You can. Start your training. Oh god. That's okay. So he's started his training. He's capable. Good, good, good. We really should look into training for all of our employees. That really would make sense. But that's fine. It's been fixed. We're all good. Lots and lots of people looking to use all my rides here. Which is beautiful news. Money's looking pretty good. Monthly profits are lower than I would like. Let's maybe look into marketing. I could turn off these online campaigns. Because that would give me... I mean, if I cancel them, I'll cancel them. Because technically, that's going to give me... That is going to give me more income, right? Yeah. Monthly income. Looking pretty good. That said, I could... And I could absolutely do this. I'm going to do this once. I'm going to run a campaign that will attract a lot of families, but don't auto-renew. Then even more families and don't auto-renew. So we're going to run both of those campaigns to try and attract families to the park. Because families pay a bit more. They pay 50 cents more to enter the park. And I mean, I'm not saying that it's necessarily right to charge families that bit more. I'm just saying that when it comes to being a business, it kind of makes sense. I'm also noticing the Insanity here, not actually that popular. Not as popular as I would necessarily like it to be. The Whirly Rig, the Carousel, the Wild Blue, the roller coaster, all popular. Even the Rocktopus. Oh no, this thing is actually it's picking up a bit. Alright, that's good. That's fair enough. It's starting to do its thing. That's kind of what I want it to do. Let's look at monthly profits. Ooh. Monthly profit could be better. Could definitely be better there. That's not so great. But that should go up once we have the research project is done. Actually, not the research project, the marketing project is done. Because we're spending quite a bit. We're spending 6,000 per month on marketing right now, so that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So hopefully we can make that work. Actually, Yeah, once they're done, we'll probably be okay. In terms of guests, attractions, jobs, how are we doing? How are we doing? Facilities all seem to be fine. If we look at staff, I reckon it might be an idea to go to you and tell you to get some training. So we'll train you to level 2, which actually increases your pay. Good, good. I don't think I'm going to bother doing that then. I understand why it increases their pay. I just, at this point, cannot afford to increase their pay because I'm trying very hard to go ahead and manage to get monthly profits of $10,000, which I thought would be really easy. Turns out I'm not very good at that kind of thing. Who would have thought? Huh? Who would have thought I wouldn't necessarily be good at a video game? Shocker. Tell you what I'm gonna... Oh, hello. Yeah, monthly profit was pretty bad there. Pretty bad indeed. Looking at marketing, though, we're done with that one, which is good, and we're done with that one as well. So hopefully that's going to increase the amount of money we're looking at. Hopefully, we'll see. We will certainly see. Tell you what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to go ahead and just edit this a little bit, and I want to get some columns. I want to get these ones here. And basically just sort of throw them around this. Kind of similar to what's been done on the Octopus. Just a pretty cool looking design, really. So, do that. I don't really want to create another building. I just want to duplicate the same one over and over again. And, basically just hide the lines. Because it's a really nice and interesting way to, just make this... Oh, hello. Just to make this whole thing feel like it's part of the same park, you know? Nice little bit of, styling, I guess. Oh, we just get a monthly profit of 9,270. That's painfully close. I reckon if I was to up the cost of entry to the park by like another $1, we could make that. I really do reckon another $1 on top of the entry fee would be enough to do it. I might have to do that. Ooh, that could do it. Even like another $1 in every ride might do it, because we only up the cost of the roller coaster. We didn't look at the cost of all the other rides. So, might be worth looking into those as well. Absolutely seems like it would be. So, let's just very quickly finish up these pillars here, which are taking a bit longer than I expected to. This is, I won't say tedious, because it's not tedious, it's just, repetitive. Which is, what this is. Okay, well that's done. This looks pretty decent. Very basic, but, definitely looks kind of decent. Might be worth doing something similar to the carousel at some point, but I mean, the front of the carousel looks fine, so I'm not going to worry too much. Let's head to the entrance of the park then, and see just how many people are actually interested. So, sales statistics. 99 visitors last month. The amount of people currently in the park is dropping pretty quickly at that. I mean, it's not great. Our monthly profit's not good either. That's a scary number of people just leaving there. Let's try upping the cost here to $250 for families and $2 per individual, and see if people are actually gonna... Yeah, they're still paying it, which is fine by me. Let's then go ahead and see if we can just up the cost of all of my rides a little bit. So this one is currently $9. It's gonna be $10. This one is currently $3.50. It's gonna be, I'm just gonna say 5, why not? So $5 for that. Currently looking at 4 for you, so that's also gonna be 5. And then the Rocktopus is gonna go up to 6. And then Insanity is gonna go up to 8. Alright. So potential monthly income is over 1,000 for you. Is 912 for you. Is 470 for you, is 675, is 280. That's not good at all. And then for you is a grand total of 5,725. So it seems that roller coasters are maybe the way to go. Definitely seems that roller coasters are maybe the way to go. Monthly income is looking pretty good there, though. Definitely looking pretty good there. Over 8,000 is not bad. So I think the increased prices for the park might have been the way to go there. We'll find out. 8,657. Yeah. So that was close. Definitely close. Let's see what we have then. So we have the high seas. We have the madness. Very tempting to add just a pre-built coaster, I'm going to be honest. And you might be wondering why. You might be wondering, well, is that not just sort of cheating? And yeah, it is. But I'm very bad at building roller coasters. Very bad at building roller coasters. So I don't necessarily want to spend ages trying to make one work. I want to practice, but I just... Oh, I'm so bad at them, though. I really am. I could add, like, this pre-built one into that spot, which doesn't seem like a bad idea. It's $4,000. That said, you know what? I'm gonna build a wooden coaster. I'm gonna build a custom... Is that a wooden coaster? I don't know. That is a wooden coaster, right? I'm gonna build a wooden coaster. I don't know why I'm gonna make myself suffer through building a wooden coaster, but I'm gonna build a wooden coaster. And it's hopefully gonna go well. So the entrance to said wooden coaster is going to be... Let's see. So they kind of go under it there. I'm gonna try something similar. So the entrance is gonna be like on this side. But the coaster itself is gonna need to immediately start climbing. So we're going to want to get ourselves a chain lift, which is going to go there, I guess. So it's going to go up and up and up a bit further. And then it could probably start to level out a little bit. So just sort of gently level out like that. Then no more chain lift. Then sort of turn, basically. Very sharp turn, please. So sort of like that and that. Very kind of classic top to a roller coaster. It gets to the top and immediately turns around. Then it gets to here. And then it's going to throw you down to earth. That's me thinking. So, I guess sort of down like that. And then get a bit steeper. Oh! I did the thing! I did the thing! Over 10,000, we did it! I don't have to build this coaster anymore! I'm gonna build the coaster, don't worry. What does this one even do? So it climbs and sort of just loops around, so I'm kind of doing this the wrong way. I don't want to copy the coaster that already exists there, but at the same time, part of me really does. Let's go a bit steeper with this one. So it's gonna sort of, well, maybe not that steep. It's going to sort of, like, throw you straight down. Then, start to level out a little bit. Then maybe turn that way a bit. And we probably want to just bank as well, because it's a bit sharp there. Can I change, like, the length of the track pieces I'm using? I can, can't I? Yeah, so that's probably a thing I want to do as well. Alright, so let's just, see if we can extend the length of this track piece a little more. I don't think I can. No, that's fine. Let's see. Angle snapping. Can I turn that off? Yeah, that's probably a thing worth doing as well. So that we can get a bit more of a gentle angle on this. So kind of just bank like that. And go way out there. Just sort of like that. Then keep going around. And I kind of want it to start climbing a bit. And I kind of want it to sort of go straight through there, I think. So sort of... Oh, maybe not. Okay, it doesn't really want to do that, apparently. No. Come down a bit. So, just level out a little bit. And don't dip. Just sort of go straight through. I guess. It's kind of interesting looking. So it levels out, which is cool. And then I kind of want it to, Can I get it through that gap, I wonder? That's going to be interesting. Let's find out. Let's see if we can, like, swing it around to the right quite suddenly. I have my doubts, but we're going to see. So it's going to sort of swing through the... Oh, it's actually working. That was unexpected. All right, we'll sort of even it back up a little bit, bring it over here a little bit. Definitely bring it down, because that's suddenly got very, very steep. Sort of go there and very slightly level up. That's going to be a nightmare to go over there. But they can deal with it. Someone wasn't happy there. I think possibly my... Was it my mechanic wasn't happy? I think my mechanic was unhappy there. I mean, I don't know what he wants me to do, but he can just keep getting on with his job, or he can find another one, is the way I'm gonna deal with that situation. Alright, currently this thing is a bit of a mess, but I'm curious to see what happens when I test it. So let's do a quick test and jump into a camera. Oh, no, stop. Slow the game down first and test it, and then jump into a ride camera. And I guess we'll stay in... Oh, no. Stay in a seat. So, I haven't actually tested to see if this thing works. This is the first time I've tested it. So this could be interesting. This could be very, very interesting. So we get to the top, and away we go. Alright, so we pick up some good speed. We're going around quite nicely. We sort of level out there. Then we dip again. And we go up and over. And then it should, in theory, get kind of boring. Because all it does is sort of loop around sideways, then get to here, and go back to the station. Which is kind of boring. But it's a wooden roller coaster, so that's all I'm going to do with it. So let's have a look at the stats. It is quite exciting, quite fearful, and not bad on nausea. So that's fine by me. Obviously, it's going to need an entrance. So obviously I'm going to want to put that entrance like there. Exit can go sort of there. Then we need to connect the entrance. So the entrance... Oh, where are we going to connect that? I wonder if I could get a queue under there. I'm gonna find out. Is what I'm gonna do. So, angle snap. Go straight down. Maybe don't go straight down then. Sort of angle down. And go this way a little bit. So sort of back and forth. A little bit. Just like this. Not the most exciting queue, but queues generally aren't known for being exciting. Turn off angle snapping, and let's just see if we can... bring a nice curving queue sort of over this way a little bit. No, we cannot. Okay. Well, that's fine. What we may have to do is raise the queue up and over the track. But we'll totally see what happens. We'll see if we can maybe bring the queue sort of out of there. And angle snap it a little bit. And yeah, I guess we could go over the track. We probably want to turn on the, actually, no, I'll not turn the supports back on just yet. We'll go there. We'll go there. We'll get a nice little staircase, and we'll go flat, and it's still not tall enough to go over, so that's going to have to be a double set stairs. Like that. Then a double set down. Then, I guess, another set there? I don't know. Maybe we level it out a bit. Go there. And a slope instead of another set of stairs is maybe a good idea. So that seems pretty good to me. That's quite the entrance to quite the ride, so that's fine. Let's get the exit going. Exit's going to be much, much easier, though. So exit's just sort of going to go like that. And sort of through there, basically. It's not a difficult exit to get on there. Alright, so that's that done. Still a bit of a mess of a ride, but we'll go ahead and open it. And hopefully, people are going to be excited about that. We're not going to bother with music Insanity's broken down. That's very true. Let's view the ride. Let's call that thing to get refurbished. All right. So hopefully we're going to see people go to the roller coaster. Hopefully. I guess we'll see. So these guys are, yeah, they're on their way. All right. That's pretty cool. There's only one thing we really need to do now then, which is go to walls, go to framework, and put some framework underneath all of this. So, putting some framework like there. Probably a pretty good idea, because it'll hold up the, sort of holds up the thing. So that's pretty good. We need similar over on this side. So, sort of like, let's see. Ooh, can I get like a sloped one in there to make it look like it's holding up the entire staircase? Not really. That's unfortunate. Okay. What if I did it that one? No, it doesn't really... Oh, Reginald's quit! Oh dear. Poor Reginald. I'm gonna have to deal with him in a minute. But for the time being, let's just get that onto that point and stack it, I guess. Not the best supports we could have done, but it kind of works and it looks better than nothing, I suppose. A lot of people queuing up for this roller coaster. Not bad to see. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there for today. We built a roller coaster. It's a bit of a mess, but we built it. And we've really turned this park into something interesting. I'm really kind of pleased with how it turned out. It's obviously not really heavily design focused, despite the fact that I've spent quite a bit of time just on terrain painting and little bits of intricate detail that don't really matter. It's still a nice park. I'm still quite happy with it, and I hope you have enjoyed watching this park get constructed and improved, hopefully improved, as much as I have enjoyed, you know, building it and playing it and all that stuff. So, Planet Coaster, career mode, it's the beta, it's part 3, and that's gonna be it. So, if you do want to see more of this, do feel free to let me know. If you do want to see like real-time Let's Build, then do let me know, and all that stuff as well. But with that in mind, thank you kindly for watching. This has been Planet Coaster, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!